In our next problem, we are given with the fact that if there are 2 points P and Q on the hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1, such that CP is perpendicular to CQ, where C is the center of the hyperbola and A is given to be less than B, then we need to find the value of 1 upon Cp square plus 1 upon Cq square. Now we know that Cp is a line passing through the origin, since C is the center of the hyperbola, that is origin, and Cq is also a line through the origin. So writing the equation of Cp to be equal to y equals mx and satisfying it with the hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square, that is m square x square by b square is equal to 1, we get x square is equal to a square b square upon b square minus a square m square. Now Cp square is equal to x square plus y square, that is x square plus m square x square. Since y is equal to mx, that is 1 plus m square times x square, which we found out to be equal to a square b square upon b square minus a square m square. This is the value of Cp square. Now we need to find the value of Cq square. The value of Cq square can be very directly found out by putting m equal to minus 1 upon m, because Cq is perpendicular to Cp. So Cq square is equal to 1 plus 1 upon m square, putting m is equal to minus 1 upon m into a square b square upon b square minus a square upon m square. So our Cq square becomes m square plus 1 into a square b square upon b square m square minus a square. Hence 1 upon Cq square plus 1 upon Cp square becomes equal to b square m square minus a square plus b square minus a square m square whole upon m square plus 1 a square b square. We can resolve this. B square times m square plus 1 minus a square times m square plus 1 upon m square plus 1 a square b square. This m square plus 1 gets cancelled and we get 1 upon a square minus 1 upon b square to be the value of 1 upon Cp square plus 1 upon Cq square. Now there is an alternative way also, or rather a shorter way to solve this problem. Earlier we assumed the equation of Cp to be equal to y is equal to mx. Now we can solve this entire problem. Instead of taking the coordinates x and y, we can take the parameters of P to be equal to r1 comma theta. We can use the parametric form of straight lines in order to solve this problem. P can be taken to be equal to r1 comma theta and q can be taken to be equal to r2 comma. Since Cp is perpendicular to Cq, so q will be r2 comma 90 plus theta. We can also take it equal to 90 minus theta. It will make no difference. So our Cp will be equal to r1, or rather the point P will be equal to r1 cos theta comma r1 sin theta. Putting this value of point P in the equation of hyperbola, we get r1 square cos square theta upon a square minus r1 square sin square theta upon b square is equal to 1, and hence the value of 1 upon r1 square, which is equal to 1 upon Cp square, is equal to cos square theta upon a square minus sin square theta upon b square, which is equal to b square cos square theta minus a square sin square theta upon a square b square. Similarly, the value of 1 upon r2 square, or for that matter of fact 1 upon Cq square, can be calculated by just replacing theta by 90 plus theta, because CQ is perpendicular to CP and hence theta will be equal to 90 plus theta in this case. So this becomes b square sin square theta minus a square cos square theta upon a square b square. On adding both, in the numerator we get b square times cos square plus sin square, which is 1, minus a square times sin square plus cos square, which is again 1. So this becomes b square minus a square upon a square b square, or 1 upon a square minus 1 upon b square. Hence we saw that in this problem we could use Cartesian coordinates x and y, or we can use the parametric coefficients r1 and theta in order to get 1 upon cp square plus 1 upon cq square to be equal to 1 upon ax square minus 1 upon b square, and this is our final answer.